Oh my god.
Barack Obama, more like drone rock Obama.
That was that was so bad.
You secretly thought it was brilliant. Hush your mouth.
No. Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, people of the internet.
Yee.
All two of you.
Hell yeah. I would love that, like, let's say if the podcast ever does, like, do well, like, we would have, like, at least, like, 1,000 loyal listeners, and, like, we still go, yeah, all two of you.
Yeah, pretty much. Because in terms of internet, 1,000 people is, like, a drop in the water. So I'll still say all two of you.
True. But that's why social media is so toxic to your health. You also made a post about it today, Pat.
Oh, yeah, because my reach on Instagram is, like, getting worse and worse.
At least it's better than your jobs.
What?
At least it's better than your job's reach on Instagram.
Is it, though?
Yes! Dude, I keep getting ads every time I go on Instagram. It's like, oh, Liberty Science Center. Literally, I'm looking at one right now, except this one has 30.
Okay.
This is the
How
most
long
I've
ago was it
seen.
posted?
Doesn't really. Hold on. I think if I click on this, 27 seconds ago. Bitch, no.
Yeah, okay then.
Y'all are buying this shit because
My dick, nigga.
because every time that I scroll,
I got 5 likes on a post something I posted like 2 hours ago. Let me go check on that shit. Hold up.
word, I got tagged. Oh wait, I'm not even on the right account.
Yo, she has 11 likes in 3 hours.
Well, at least the one you did yesterday is 12 likes. It's on my screen. And yeah, the one you did yesterday is at 79. So that's cool. Maybe.
I mean,
just a bit of
there's also an attractive girl in the first picture.
You know what?
That honestly why I did that.
The same can be said for the Sabrina one.
True.
Because like
even though it has less.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I was like, I know why he put her on the first image.
Fuck yeah, you know what I did.
And then what? You're gonna get another text message from that guy like, hey, so here's my dick pic and.
Excuse me, this isn't me.
What? You're gay, not me. Oh my god, how you been, Patty Waddy?
I'm doing good. I'm prepping cosplay shit for shit.
Ooh. Got a lot of plans.
Yeah, I got this kaiju thing happening. Then I'm doing this catfish nigga.
Oh hell yeah.
Then I'm doing fuck.
These nuts.
Yeah, those nuts.
The D's
I'm
nuts
doing a
cosplay.
fucking Decidueye Gajinka on the 20th.
Oh, what Gajinka?
Decidueye.
Pokemons.
Yeah, it's like 3 Gajinkas in a row now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking giant catfish nigga from League of Legends and Godzilla.
Did you find a place like that you were looking for a body of water?
I think I might do it by I might get. I mean, it'd be you. So I think I'm going to the lock.
You're goddamn right. It's gonna be. I was gonna tell you just like the waterfront or some shit.
No, there's a spot called the Lock in Central Park.
Central Park, like New York City Central Park.
Nigga, you do not just say like Central, like New York City Central Park, nigga. I'll fucking kill you. Excuse me?
I'm waiting for that, bitch.
Yes, like Central Park. Fucking, like New York City Central Park. Oh my god.
Num nums. What the fuck?
You said num nums, nigga?
Because I'm eating bootleg Oreos.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I did the water shoot last year. I did that, and so I did that at the Lock.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can stalk your profile real quick. And why am I getting text? Mate, shut up.
Might have to go down kind of far for that.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I posted pictures from that shit.
Hold on, I got like work interference, and also there's a cute little butt on my thing right now. So hold on, I'm distracted.
Oh, there's a cute little butt.
Yeah, with the slurps. Okay, so I see a lot of shit that I did. Wait, the water shoot right here. Hold on, with the Greninja one, right?
Yeah.
Yee. Yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah. Okay, I know what
Yeah,
you're
that
talking
might be
about.
a good place for a catfish demon nigga that eats people.
That could work.
Yeah.
Or if you want to just use like a grass field, like what's it called? Like when we did the plant shoot, because it could be like, oh look, it's like the map in League of Legends.
Yeah, but I think the lock would be better. Plus, I think the plant shoot is further away.
Oh, true. I mean, this looks good. I'm looking at the lapis lazuli ones. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. Now I'm looking at your Granini.
Granini.
Yeah.
You see Froppy? She's doing Frop shit. Like,
Oh, Oscar was there too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He was what, Peter Jackson?
Yo, it's hilarious. Because
Percy Jackson.
Yeah, no, but like it's hilarious because there's like the camp counselor in the books, who's Dionysus, the god of wine.
Mm-hmm.
He constantly fucks up Percy's name on purpose, and it's usually as Peter Johnson.
Oh no!
So you got the fuck up pretty close there.
I don't know why I said Peter Jackson.
I think it goes like more extreme in later books, like Perry Johansson.
Jesus Christ! He says deliberate.
Pierre Jorgensen or some shit like
Jorgensen.
Nigga, now you're just trying.
Oh my god.
And then at one point there's a heartfelt moment where he accidentally called him Percy Jackson. He's like, you just said my name. He's like, no, I didn't, Pierre Jorgensen. Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh my god. I need to stop eating.
So I think the lock might be good for that. You doing anything 2 Wednesdays from now?
I should be off unless like they're gonna be dipshits and make me like either open or close, but I should be good.
Okay, so I guess the 24th.
Yeah, I guess like when I go in on work tomorrow, I can confirm with you since they usually have the schedules like 2 weeks ahead. So I can
confirm. Do they now? They getting fancy now.
Yeah, last time I checked, they were like 2 weeks, and I checked this week and next week's, and I was like, okay, am I off Wednesdays? Good motherfucker.
But yeah, the character I'm doing is called Tom Kench. He's this gigantic catfish demon who like
we talked about the lore where like I think he tricks a bunch of people or something.
Yeah, he basically goes up to desperate people and like it's like, hey, I can get you out of your shitty situation, and then he'll just like, give them good luck or like give them whatever they need or some shit, and then eventually they'll all come crashing down around them, and he just comes and like eats you.
So he's like a genie but worse.
Yeah, like if genies were like slid into your DMs, like, hey, you want some fucked wishes?
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
On both of my accounts, like on Instagram, I keep getting like DM requests from like these obviously fake porn bots or like.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, they want to send you a message like, hey, how are you doing? Immediately, I click the profile, it's like 0 posts, 0 followers, and like following like 50 people. Or I'll get added to like a group chat of like 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey, click and look at my nudes. And I'm just like, no.
Who are these people?
Like, literally, I think 2 days ago, or if not yesterday, I found this girl on Tinder, and she's like, it's one of those bios where it's like, I'm not here often, message me on Snapchat. And I was like, this girl's cute, so I added her Snapchat. It's one of those
it's a premium Snapchat, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally, that's
how I ended up following a lot of people on Snap. Just like, oh, you tricked me. All right, well, I'm gonna beat off to your previews now, but
yeah. And like literally, what's it called? So I think her shit is like this is still like her public one, so like her like stroking herself and shit. That shit was available, and then she added me back, and as soon as she did, she's like, "Hey, do you want to join my subscription service?" And I'm just like, not right now. These bills are piling up. And then she just puts like a bunch of sad faces,
Done.
like not emojis, like the OG like colon open up parentheses.
Done.
And then I don't talk like this to anyone normally, and I just put, "I know, I'm sorry, love." Cause like I didn't know how else to talk to her shit, and I'm just like, I just want the freeze. I didn't think that you were gonna be a premium snap thingy, but I still appreciate what you're showing.
I mean, okay, so I've had a few experiences because, like, normally, like, whatever. If I can't buy your shit, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bitch about not being able to buy your shit or whatever. I'm just not gonna buy your shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna, it's cool, whatever. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to sex workers and doing their thing. But then, like, I've had a few where they like slide into your DMs, and it's not even like the bots. It's like actual sex workers, and they slide into your DMs, and I'm just like, all right, can we not? Like, there was this one time, it was like maybe a couple months ago, where I'm in a bunch of lewd groups on Facebook, and this one chick hit me in my DMs like, "Hey, I need to do this, that, and the third. I will send you nudes for if you send me this." Or, they do the thing where I'll send you twice the money back or some shit like that later on.
That's a weird trade-off.
Yeah, I just need this money now, but I'm going to be getting money later on, so let me send you,
Oh, no, is this what I think you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
And I basically dubbed that because I was like, I didn't have much money at the time. It's like, this feels risky. Mm-hmm. So I just dubbed it. And then, like, in a few of the lewd groups, that I'm in, people started posting about like her specifically, like, "Yo, this chick is like out here scamming people, send her money, didn't send any nudes back or some shit like that."
Oh, okay.
And then in another case, there was this one chick, you know how like certain Cash App type services or are casting services, like if you get someone to sign up with your code, it gives you $5.
Yeah, like they'll sign up, like, "Get your friends and you get whatever."
So basically, I did that for someone like a year ago, but then like someone hit me up. This one sex worker chick hits me up for that, like maybe a month or two ago, and I'm like, okay, and she's like, I'm going through a lot right now. I have disabilities, running, and I'm like, so before that, she sends me like, "Oh hey," I'm like, "Hi." And then she pitches her stuff to me, and then I remember just being stressed that day. I don't know. I just didn't get to respond. I read it and I didn't get to respond. I meant to respond later, but I just didn't get to respond. And I wake up to like her saying "fuck you" the next morning, and then she blocked me. I'm just like, all right, shit. Nobody asked you. Like, yeah.
Jesus.
And like the most recent one is like the least of it, where like she basically. This one was like a couple weeks ago. Basically, sent me a nude, and I was like, "Hey, I have more for this price." I'm just like, "Sorry, I can't buy it." She's like, "Oh, okay," but I'm like, "You realize you're sending out unsolicited nudes, right? Like, I didn't ask for this. Like, that's not okay." I didn't bring that to her attention at all. But just like you realize, like, you should. Mind you, I personally don't mind getting a vagina pic in my DMs.
Oh, it was just straight up just her there.
It was straight up her vagina.
Lit.
And I was like, I don't mind getting a vagina pic in my DMs. All power to me, whatever. But like the
the principle.
You shouldn't be sending people unsolicited nudes or genital pics like that. Like people might not be okay with that. Like, why? Stop it.
Yeah. No, I get that because like everyone's different, but. It's the same thing for like when guys send out unsolicited dick pics. It's like, but you're a guy. Don't you think you would want booby pics and pictures of her butt? It's like, yeah, but when I asked for it,
like I said, I didn't mind, but I didn't ask for it, and like someone else might not.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, not everyone will react the same way. Just like how Majority of women do not like dick pics. Do not send those because no one wants to look at your dick.
Word.
That's also what fucked up dick game, like dick pic game, because like everyone just hands it out now.
Exactly.
So
like
they're not special.
I can't make a premium Snapchat. Okay, I can't come out with shit like that. You know why? Because every chick has like a dozen fucking dicks in her DMs already if she wants to look at dicks.
I mean, if you really are desperate, you could just like keep it above like your groin area and just keep it at like your chest and torso, and you can just pose as a fat black chick.
Bruh.
And then like, can I get a twerking video?
Nah. Did I tell you, friend, our mutual friend, she did a face reveal on her Snapchat.
Oh shit, did she?
No, it was me. It was April Fool's.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. I thought you was like a legitimate. I was like, wait, what? No.
It's like, wait, friend, no.
Yeah. We were talking at like 3 a.m. in the morning last night.
Really?
Yeah. Because like I was watching her snap and I was just like, I forget what I commented because like she coughed or some shit after like the bunch of videos that she uploaded, and so we just started talking it up a bit, and then I was like, yo, but that twerking game though is lit. And she goes, thank. I was like, oh.
Dude, I'm actually watching it right now. Holy shit.
No, and like I low-key feel bad. She sent me a gif of it, but then like I guess like I didn't save it in the conversation because like it's not there anymore, and I'm like, no. The booty.
Bro, yo, I'm just staring at this shit. Holy crap.
I feel that. That was me at 3 in the morning.
Good job, friend. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's why I not like I felt the need, but I just wanted to give her a little compliment. I'm like, yo, you getting better, boy.
Yeah.
But do you want to get into the shenanigans?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so aside from like the usual 4 articles, I have an extra thing for us because like I literally just went on Facebook one day. Well, not even one day, like 1 or 2 days ago, and there was a guy that worked at the Taco Bell that I went back to, and like he added me on Facebook, and I was like, okay, I don't really know you. People knew you as like a dick, but whatever. So I accepted him.
Wait, what customer is this?
No, not a customer. A guy that he was a manager.
Oh, okay.
But like he went back to Bayonne, so he added me, and then he posted this thing. I'm just gonna read the title of it in all caps: "Rules to teach your son." And like I read the first 5, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna spoil myself, and I wanted to like get your opinion on them. And there's like apparently 30
rules to teach your son. Okay.
Yeah.
They're probably all trash, but all right. Let's
I mean, I read like the first 5, and that's it. So for the articles, they're kind of on the serious side, but that's why I also felt like these rules just to lighten up the mood a bit. So for the article shits, we have fuck out my phone. This is fucking stupid. Get into the mind, and crime on crime on crime.
Okay. All right, so let's start off with the rules for sons. Let's.
Oh, you want to just get that out of the way?
Yeah, I'm really curious about that right now.
Okay, so rules to teach your son. Number 1: never shake a man's hand sitting down.
All right, the whole handshake culture shit is really annoying.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
The whole dynamics of a handshake. It's really dumb.
That it's just like a subtle power move or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like, bruh, can we just use it as a greeting?
That's why I always took it as you need a firm hand. You need a firm grip.
It's like, guys, chill the fuck out. Calm down.
Number 2, don't enter a pool by the stairs.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I thought that's what you're supposed to do. You don't just dive in. I mean,
yeah, what the fuck?
People do. I do. Number 3, the man at the barbecue grill is the closest thing to a king.
Okay, calm down.
How do you want your burgers? Okay, you want a hot dog? Okay. Like, yeah, you know, the guy that's just feeding you. He is king.
Right.
Because he controls whether or not your shit gets burnt or not. Ooh. 4, in a negotiation, never make the first offer.
What?
In a negotiation, never make the first offer.
Okay, that's annoyingly toxic shit, but alright.
Yeah. 5, request the late checkout.
The late checkout?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
6, when entrusted with a secret, keep it.
I mean, that's just general rules.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a harmful secret, like, hey, I committed like 30 rapes, and like, yeah, don't keep that shit.
Don't tell your mother, Jimmy, okay? 7, hold your heroes to a higher standard.
I can get behind that.
So no Superman, no Flash.
I can get behind holding, the people you look up to a high standard.
Mm-hmm.
That one's not terrible.
8, return a borrowed car with a full tank of gas.
Okay, that's just general courtesy.
Yeah. 9, play with passion or don't play at all.
I mean, it's okay to not be totally into it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, what if I want to play, but like I'm just not into it that day? Like,
10, when shake.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Continue.
When shaking hands, grip firmly and look at them in the eye.
Again, handshake culture is annoying, but
yeah. 11, don't let a wishbone grow where a backbone should be. That makes no sense.
That is so what?
You know, the wishbone usually associated with a goddamn turkey. Don't let it grow where your backbone is. What? Am I that now?
Right? Like, is someone gonna break it to make a wish? I have so many questions.
Yeah. 12, if you need music on the beach, you're missing the point. No, I
don't like the beach. I don't like the beach.
It's filled with water.
I don't like the beach.
13, carry 2 handkerchiefs. The one in your back pocket is for you. The one in your breast pocket is for her. I have never heard that before.
Right. Excuse what?
What the okay. The handkerchief, I mean, at least in my experience, I've always seen it's just in the pocket. No one has legitimately ever used it. That's why we have napkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, like, the cloth that your utensils are wrapped in. You use that shit. Or whatever.
Right, yeah.
14. Oh my god. You marry the girl, you marry her family.
Not necessarily. If her family's trash, then like, nah.
So you also have to fuck her mom, dad, brother, dog, sister, all that.
Right.
15. Be like a duck, remain calm on the surface, and paddle like crazy underneath.
You're allowed to show emotion. You're allowed to, like, be vulnerable to trusted others.
Hold on, there's something in the fine print here. Also, be a rapist.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. Because, ducks are rapist animals.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like they really sexually aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they are. I forgot. They are. Ducks are fucking rapists.
16. Experience the serenity of traveling alone.
I guess. All right.
I mean, I can get that, but like, usually it's more like if you want to travel alone, that's more for like a soul searching thing. Usually, travel's more fun with people.
Yeah. Right.
What the fuck? 17. Never be afraid to ask out the best looking girl in the room.
Fair, but like, I've never lived by that, so.
Same. I am too afraid.
No, you gotta be like Eminem and be like, I'm not
Shut the
afraid
fuck
to have
to take a stand. Everybody,
everybody,
ask that girl out.
everybody take a hand,
Oh
take
no. So was
What?
that supposed to help high school me, like ask out a girl? I just have to rap Eminem at her. You know, Eminem with the most like, oh, but if I can't batter other women, how the fuck can I bake him a cake then?
Oh my god.
18. Never turn down a breath mint.
What if I'm allergic?
Well, then you're a bitch. You're no son of mine. 19. A sport coat is worth 1,000 words.
Sport coats are nice. If it's not your style, it's not your style. Sport coats are nice.
20. This took a turn. Try writing your own eulogy. Never stop revising.
What the fuck? That's fucking morbid.
I think it's like a live life to the fullest with no regrets or whatever.
No,
Maybe?
he's literally saying write your fucking eulogy, dog. Bro, what the fuck?
No, because like never stop revising, so you always want to be like the best person, but that's such a stretch.
Like, no. This dude's saying like, yo, write your shit and like as shit changes in life, keep rewriting it, dog. I'm like, yo, hold up.
21. Thank a
That's why
veteran.
others write my eulogy for me. Like you. You're writing my fucking eulogy, bitch.
Is this the bit, or are you telling me when you die you want me to write your eulogy?
Either you or Daphne or Chris.
I thought I was emceeing your funeral, and then we're all roasting you.
Oh, true. All right, one eulogy though.
21. Thank a veteran, then make it up to him.
Nah. Next.
22. Eat lunch with the new kid.
What if the new kid's a dick?
You don't know until you have lunch with him. Like, would you get Billy a hamburger with mayo?
Like, as a child, you're forced to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, oh, if you're not friends with this person, then you're actively excluding them. I'm like, what if? Can I just have my clique, dog? Like,
but you're excluding everyone else from your clique. They want to also benefit the benefits from your clique.
well, I think as a kid, it's up to you to make friends, and I shouldn't be forced to make friends with someone who doesn't have friends. I'm sorry that your kid has a lack of fucking social skills or is just ugly.
But
Like, it's my fucking problem. Like,
that's like literally the whole student body at my college. It's just a bunch of socially awkward kids. And then some of them are just like incel-y. Then some are just eh. Where am I? 23. After writing an angry email, read it carefully, then delete it. That's the most passive-aggressive shit.
All right, if I wrote an angry email, nigga, I'm sending that shit.
You're like writing 5 paragraphs, and you're like, okay, I spent like
All
2 hours. Delete.
Time to delete it.
Okay. Okay, this one's a weird one. 24. Ask your mom to play. She won't let you win.
What? Ask her to play what? What won't she let me win?
I don't know. It's so weird. 25. Manners make the man.
I guess manners are good. Okay.
26. Give credit, take the blame. No.
What?
No.
Hold on. I'll give credit to people who deserve credit. I'm not taking the blame for shit I don't deserve blame for.
Yeah, word. 27. Stand up to bullies. Protect those bullied.
I guess. Sure. Fair.
28. Write down your dreams.
Okay. That's, set concrete goals. That's nice. All right.
29. Always protect your siblings, in parentheses, and teammates.
Okay, those are 2 entirely different groups of people.
Yep.
Your teammates? Like, as in, like, What?
It's the guy you play softball with.
I guess. Do I protect him with the same veracity that I do my siblings?
Yes. Whoa, what the fuck was that?
I'm playing with something. Just
I what the fuck?
I don't know. It's like one of these weird water pump things. I don't know. I'm playing with it.
It sounds like you're choking an anime girl. Be 30. Be confident and humble at the same time.
Okay, that's always good advice, I suppose.
And then 31. If ever in doubt, in all caps, remember whose son you are and refuse to just be ordinary.
Remember whose son you are. What if your dad's a piece of shit?
You're still, I mean, you're still their son, even though you don't like being.
What if your dad's a piece of shit?
Well, then you just have a shitty dad, like we both do.
But I'm saying, yeah, oh, don't forget whose son you are. Okay, being this nigga's son is not benefiting me.
It's like, I don't like him.
He's been paid child support.
That fucking squeak. Okay, that just sounded like some random like air pressure. But okay.
The whole thing has been random air.
Yeah, but like if you hear it back on the capture, it just sounds like someone just like really happy to be there, but then slowly gets like choked out.
I'm sorry, I had a guess, but she got annoying, so I'm just choking her out.
Don't treat Kaylee like that. She doesn't deserve it.
Why would you see Miss Kaylee? You monster.
Slowly losing air from their lungs. Anyway, so for the actual shit, just to reiterate, fuck out my phone. This is fucking stupid. Get into the mind and crime on crime on crime.
Let's go for get into the mind.
Into the mind, here we go. Into the mind. Let me do it. Oops. Let me do it this. And then I'm gonna do a chicken.
Walter, stop it! Your noise is scaring me.
Oh, God. Exhilarating implant turns thoughts into speech.
Ooh.
I guess your guest is also happy for that.
Oh, totally an accident.
Scientists have developed a brain implant that can read people's minds and turn their thoughts into speech. The team at the University of California, San Francisco says the technology is exhilarating. They add that their findings published in the journal Nature could help people when disease robs them of their ability to talk. Experts said the findings were compelling and offered hope of restoring speech. Oh, people are just... I thought guns were going off and it's just fireworks.
Oh. And I thought you were getting shot up, but I was like...
Oh, you heard it too?
Yeah, I was just like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh no.
I mean, I'm also just laying in bed, so I'm also taking it like really casually if they were really gunshots.
It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die in my own comfort. How does it work? The mind-reading technology works in 2 stages. First, an electrode is implanted in the brain to pick up the electrical signals that maneuver the lips, tongue, and voice box and jaw. Then, powerful computing is used to simulate how the movements in the mouth and throat would form different sounds. This results in synthesized speech coming out of a virtual vocal tract. Why do it like that? You might think it would be easier to scour the brain for the pattern of electrical signals that code for each word. However, attempts to do so have only limited success. Instead, it was focusing on the shape of the mouth and the sounds it would produce that allowed the scientists to achieve a word first. Professor Edward Chang, one of the researchers, said, Quote, for the first time, this study demonstrates that we can generate entire spoken sentences based on an individual's brain activity. This is an exhilarating proof of principle that with technology that is already within reach, we should be able to provide a device that is clinically viable in patients with speech loss.
Okay. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. How good is it? It is not perfect. If you listen to this recording of the synthesized speech, actually, this will be easier. I'll just send you the article. If you scroll down, there's like a little thingy you can look at. It has a picture of a brain. I'll play it.
Ew, I don't like brains. Hold on.
Oh, wait, I forgot I muted this website. And
the proof that you are seeking is available in moves.
Did you hear
Okay,
it?
hold on. The volume from that was shit. Yeah, it's pretty blurry speech.
Yeah. You can tell it's not crystal clear. The recording says the proof you are seeking is not available in books. The system is better with prolonged sounds like the shish in ship than with abrupt sounds as the buh sound in books. In experiments with 5 people who read hundreds of sentences, listeners were able to discern what was spoken up to 70% of the time when they were given a list of words to choose from. Who could it help? Many diseases can lead to the loss of speech, including motor neuron disease, or neurone disease, brain injuries, throat cancer, some strokes, neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis. The team says it could work in some of these diseases. However, the technology relies on the parts of the brain which control the lips, tongue, and voice box and jaw working correctly, so patients with some types of stroke would not be able to benefit. Quote, this is not a solution for everyone who cannot communicate, says Professor Chang. There is also the more distant prospect of helping people who have never spoken, including some children with cerebral palsy, to learn to speak with such a device, say the researchers. What do people think?
What do people think, Walter?
The participants in the studies were told not to make any specific mouth movements. Professor Chang said, quote, they were just asked to do the very simple thing of reading some sentences. Quote, so it's a very natural act that the brain translate into movements itself. Can unscrupulous people read my private thoughts? At the moment, it is too hard. Professor Chang said, we and others have tried to look at it whether it's actually possible to decode just thoughts alone. And it turns out, it's a very, very difficult and challenging problem. That's only one reason why, of many. We really focus on what people are actually trying to say. However, some scientists have argued that there is an ethical debate to be had about brain-machine interface technologies that read the mind. What do the experts say? A commentary published alongside the research said the results were compelling. It added, we can hope that individuals with speech impairments will regain the ability to freely speak their minds and reconnect with the world around them. Professor Sophie Scott from University College London said, quote, this is very interesting work from a great lab, but it must be noted that it is at very early stages and is not close to clinical applications yet. And that's the end.
Okay, well, hopefully that, takes off to some extent.
Yeah, it's like really cool.
You can't help everyone. You help someone.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck out my phone. This is fucking stupid and crime on crime on crime.
That's good for this is fucking stupid.
Hell yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
I'm a real gangster, Walter.
Yeah. Okay.
That is how real gangsters do. I'm the realest of the real, bro.
Yeah. But you didn't throw a single N-word.
Oh, shit. Naughty. Nautical. Native. Notorious.
Why'd you sing that one?
Naked. Nude. Nana.
Nigga. Anyway, um,
Nickel. Nefarious.
Neanderthal.
That too. Narwhals. Narwhals. Singing in the ocean.
Because they are so awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, Samsung thinks millennials want vertical TVs.
What?
I'm gonna. Oh,
First of all, I barely need a TV from off jump. Like,
so you have a bunch of TVs there, right?
yeah.
Look at what says, where it says the Sero.
Hold on, the shit's taking forever to load. Give me a second. Walter, it's not loading. God, it's me. Yeah, it's not loading at all.
That's weird. What if I just...
God definitely hates me.
What about that?
Does God love me now? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Hello, Shero. Who's a good God? You're a good God.
Anyway, that's the Sero that we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, I feel like you ignored my God jokes, but alright.
Yes.
Okay.
The latest addition to Samsung's TV range is the Sero, a 43-inch TV that was designed with the millennial generation in mind, and therefore pivots between horizontal and vertical orientations. It's a much smarter idea than the phrase vertical TV would lead you to believe. Acknowledging that most mobile content is vertical, it really shouldn't be. Samsung says the Sero is designed to encourage young people to project more of their smartphone stuff onto the TV by allowing it to go vertical. Throwing in 4.1 channel, 60-watt speakers, along with an integrated Navy stand and a minimalist rear design, Samsung seems to hope that this TV will function as both a music streaming hub and a handsome piece of furniture. When it's not used as a conventional TV or as a phone enlarger, the Sero can also serve as a huge digital photo frame or a music visualizer, and Samsung's Bixby voice assistant will be on hand too. Samsung intends to put the Sero on sale for 1.9 MKRW. Not sure what currency that is. Oh, it's Korean money, which is around $1,600.
Okay.
In its home market of South Korea at the end of May. Let me see. Look at that. This is stupid. The Sero...
Well, this also won't load.
Whack. The Sero occupies a weird middle ground between the
concept First of all,
and a real product.
You're a good person, and I love you, Walter.
But your music is shit.
That's why you're the... Hey, listen, your music is good. I heard what you sent to Charlotte.
Oh, she sent it to you?
She showed it to me. I bumped into her at the mall.
Oh my god, I wanted to send it to you and get like your reaction. But we'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
Yeah. Opening a pop-up store in Seoul today and showing off the Sero alongside its existing Seraph and Frame TV lines, Samsung is adding to its so-called lifestyle TV lineup. It is putting up a price and release date on the Sero. What? But the company also calls this news a TV concept, and its efforts will surely include close monitoring of consumer feedback to the entire premise. Will millennial... Oh, I don't know why, but I have to read this as like a Dragon Ball Z narrator. Will millennials warm up to the expanded flexibility, or will they feel subtly attacked? For the Sero exposing the intensity of their... our smartphone addiction.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Breathe. Good job, buddy. Oh, stop screaming.
Okay. So we have fuck out my phone and crime on crime on crime.
Alright, say fuck out my phone.
Hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Alright, you don't have to come into the mic. You'll be alright.
Oh hell yeah.
Walter, stop, please.
And you know what's gonna make me conclude even harder?
What?
China snares tourist phones in surveillance dragnet by adding secret app.
Oh shit. China spying on people? Never.
Border authorities routinely install the app on the phones of people entering the Xinjiang region by land from Central Asia, gathering personal data and scanning for material considered objectionable.
Again, it's China. I'm not surprised.
China.
They barely even have, internet access over there due to how heavy the censorship is.
Yeah. And they only recently just are allowed to have more than one child.
Yeah, so
that was I think 2-3 years ago where that happened.
Was it?
I think.
Huh.
Beijing, China has turned its western region of Xinjiang into a police state with a few modern parallels, employing a combination of high-tech surveillance and enormous manpower to monitor and subdue the area's predominantly Muslim ethnic minorities.
High-tech surveillance gets me hot.
Especially when you're a Muslim ethnic minority.
Yes, especially when I'm that.
Now the digital dragnet is expanding beyond Xinjiang's, I really hope I'm pronouncing this right, Xinjiang's residents, ensnaring tourists, traders, and other visitors, and digging deep into their smartphones.
Good for them.
Let me scroll.
No, that was a joke. Not good for them at all.
A team of journalists from the New York Times and other publications examined a policing app used in the region, getting a rare look inside the intrusive technologies that China is deploying in the name of quelling Islamic radicalism and strengthening Communist Party role in its far west. The use of this app has not been previously reported. China's border authorities routinely install the app on smartphones belonging to travelers who enter Xinjiang by land from Central Asia. According to several people interviewed by the journalists who crossed the border recently and requested anonymity to avoid government retaliation. These Chinese officials also installed the app on the phone of one of the journalists during a recent border crossing. Visitors were required to turn over their devices to be allowed into Xinjiang.
Wow.
Yee.
Yeah, China's pretty wild. China's pretty what the fuck.
Hell yeah. The app gathers personal data from phones, including text messages and contacts. It also checks whether devices are carrying pictures, videos, and documents and audio files that match any more than 73,000 items included on a list stored within the app's code. Those items include Islamic State publications, recordings of jihadi anthems, and images of executions. Who carries that on their phone?
Right, like what?
I mean, I have a lot of porn. I hope that's not on the list. Guess I'm not going to China.
Like beating off. Well, there's no beating off in China.
Then I'm definitely not going to China. But they also include Oh, I'm sorry, Pat.
So go to the fucking Wendy's.
I know I'm sorry, you fuck.
Go to the fucking.
But they also include material without any connection to Islamic terrorism, an indication of China's heavy-handed approach to stopping extremist violence. They are scanned pages from an Arabic dictionary, recorded recitations of Quran verses, a photo of the Dalai Lama, and even a song by a Japanese band of the ear-splitting heavy metal style known as grindcore. That's very specific.
Right.
The Chinese government both in law and practice, often conflates peaceful religious activities with terrorism. Maya Wang, a China researcher for Human Rights Watch, said, "You can see in Xinjiang." Privacy is a gateway right. Once you lose your right to privacy, you're going to be afraid of practicing your religion, speaking what's on your mind, or even thinking your thoughts. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Big Brother's always fucking watching.
Hi, Big Brother.
Anyway, the United States has condemned Beijing for the crackdown in Xinjiang, which Chinese officials defend as a non-lethal way of fighting terrorism. The region is home to many of the country's Uyghurs? I'm not sure how that's pronounced. A Turkish ethnic group, and the Chinese government has blamed Islamic extremism and Uyghur separatism for deadly attacks on Chinese targets. In the past few years, China has placed hundreds of thousands of Uyghurs and other Muslims in re-education camps in Xinjiang. For the region's residents, police checkpoints and surveillance cameras equipped with facial recognition technology have imbued life with a corrosive fear of acting out of turn.
Damn.
With the scanning of phones at the border, the Chinese government is applying similarly invasive monitoring techniques to people who do not live in Xinjiang or China. Beijing has said that terrorist groups use Central Asian countries as staging grounds for attacks in China. 3 people who crossed the Xinjiang land border from Kyrgyzstan in the past year... Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah.
In the past year, said that as part of a lengthy inspection, Chinese border officials had demanded that visitors unlock and hand over their handsets and computers. On Android devices, officers installed an app called Fengkai. Oh no, it's pronounced Feng or Fung Sai. A name that invokes bees collecting pollen. A copy of Fung Sai was examined by journalists from the New York Times, a German newspaper. Oh god, they keep putting things from other languages I'm scared of pronouncing. Süddeutsche Zeitung.
It's not their fault you're lame, Walter.
I don't know German. The German
It's
broadcaster.
not their fault you're fucking lame.
Okay, you know what? Here.
What?
Here. How do you pronounce this?
What's the word? Send it to me.
I just did.
Oh, that's Süddeutsche Zeitung.
Motherfucker. Apparently, to the Deutsche tongue, the German broadcaster NDR, the Guardian, and Motherboard, the Vice Media Technology
Hey, Wolf.
site. What?
Well,
What?
I made that the fuck up.
You fucking dick.
I made that the fuck up. Excuse me.
I'm mad you said it so quickly with like a matter of fact. Yeah, it's a chunk. You know?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah,
Idiot.
shut up.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. One of the journalists undertook the border.
Of our overlords,
Germany.
of our true superior master people.
Oh no.
How dare you not have their language memorized? I'm calling Hitler on you right now.
Just imagining like wherever he's buried or whatever, like this random German cemetery, just like Deutschland.
I think it's Guten Tag, but okay.
Yeah, Guten Tag is just hello, but no, they're just like Germany. How may I help you? Like, hey, this guy doesn't know. This Hispanic who only knows 2 languages doesn't speak German. And who is done speaking? A black guy. Then they just hang up immediately.
He comes and kills both of us.
Oh no.
Flies over using his Hitler powers.
Oh no. One of the journalists undertook the border crossing in recent months. Holders of Chinese passports, including the members of the majority Han ethnic group, had their phones checked as well, the journalist said. Apple devices were not spared scrutiny. Visitors' iPhones were unlocked and connected via a USB cable to a handheld device, the journalist said. What the device did could not be determined. The journalist also asked researchers at the Ruhr University Bochum in Germany, and the Open Technology Fund, an initiative funded by the United States government under Radio Free Asia, to analyze the code of the Android app Fengshai, or Fengshai. The Open Technology Fund then requested and funded an assessment of the app by Cure53, a cybersecurity company in Berlin. The app's simple design makes the inspection process easy for border officers to carry out. After Fengshai is installed on the phone, the researchers found it gathers all stored text messages, call records, contacts, and calendar entries, as well as information about the device itself. The app also checks the files on the phone against the list of more than 73,000 items. Jesus, what happened?
Sorry, I'm using tape.
That sounded like you dropped like 3 decks of cards.
It's not like you dropped 3 decks of cards. Shut up.
No, I just dropped a ball.
It's like you have been doing your whole life.
Yes!
Oh, Walter, when will you ever learn?
Never!
Good for you. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, this list contains only the size of each file and a code that serves as a unique signature. It does not include the files' names or other information that would indicate what they are. But at the journalist's request, researchers at the Citizen Lab, an internet watchdog group based on the University of Toronto, obtained information about roughly 1,400 of the files, comparing their signatures with the ones stored in the virus total, a malware scanning service owned by the Google sibling company Chronicle. Additional files were identified by Vinny Troia, the founder of the cybersecurity firm Nightline Security, and York Yanikos of the Fraunhofer Institute of Secure Information Technology in Darmstadt, Germany.
Yes, you said all of that right.
I hope I did. Most of the files of the journalist could identify were related to Islamic terrorism, Islamic State recruitment materials in several languages, books written by jihadi figures, information about how to derail trains and build homemade weapons. Who the fuck just has this on their phones?
All types, Walter. All types. Many
of the files were more benign. There were audio recordings of Quran verses recited by well-known clerics, the sort of material that many practicing Muslims might have on their phones. There were books about Arabic language and grammar, and a copy of the Syrian Jihad, a book about the country's civil war by the researcher Charles R. Lister. Mr. Lister said he did not know why the Chinese authorities might consider him or his book suspicious. He speculated that it might only be because the word jihad was in the title. Other files the app scans for... I can't read. Other files the scap... the and scaps... Other files...
buddy.
Other files the app scans for have no link to Islam or Islamic extremism. There were writings by the Dalai Lama, whom China considers a dangerous separatist, and a photograph of him. There is a summary of the 33 Strategies of War, a book by the author Robert Greene on applying strategic thinking to everyday life. It's a bit of a mystery to me, Mr. Greene said, when told that his book had been flagged. There is also, puzzlingly, an audio file of a metal song, caused and effect by the Japanese band Unholy Grave. The reason for the song's inclusion was not clear, and an email was sent to an address on Unholy Grave's website was not answered. After Fengshai scans a phone, the app generates a report containing all contacts, text messages, and call records, as well as lists of calendar entries and of other apps installed on the device. It sends this information to a server. Two of the people who recently crossed Xinjiang's border said that there were that before officials returned phones to their owners, they took photos of each owner's passport next to his or her device, making sure that app was visible on the screen. This suggests that the authorities had been told to be thorough in scanning visitors' phones, although it was not. Yeah.
Have you not noticed that I haven't been able to hear you for the past, minute and a half?
Nope. How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Huh?
How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
I was saying Walter over and over again, and I wasn't responding to anything you were saying.
I thought you were just listening. So what's the last thing you heard?
Dude, I don't fucking remember. I was telling Walter.
You were lost in thought by me?
Yeah, just keep going.
I mean, I'm like literally at like the last like paragraph.
I mean, I get the general gist of it. The Chinese government is being on some fuck shit. What isn't it?
I mean, it's basically that like people are forced to have like their shit taken away. You have this app that'll basically give all of your information. Then the border officers will take pictures of your phone and your passport to make sure that the app is installed on your shit. And
yeah, that's China. China's pretty China.
And it doesn't say if they can remove the app or not. Oh, okay, never mind. It says right here. This suggests that the authorities have been told to be thorough, although it's not clear. It could also not be determined whether anyone had been detained or monitored because of information generated by the app. If Fengsai remains on a person's phone after it is installed, it does not continue scanning the device in the background. The app's code indicates. It would not be surprising for the Chinese authorities to want this harvesting of data to begin at the region's borders. China Ministry of Public Security and Xinjiang's regional government did not respond to fax, request, or comment. Yeah, and then what's it called? All of your information is being sent to a server.
Yeah, that's super sketch, China.
So their government just has your information, even regardless if you're just in there for like a day or whatever. They just have your shit. They're like,
yeah.
Oh no, he looked at porn 3 days ago. We have to arrest him. And it was specifically Muslim porn. How could you?
Oh no, not Muslim porn.
And by Muslim porn, I mean like it's like quote unquote Muslim porn where they just wear a bootleg hijab and then just call it that.
And it's usually the person in the hijab is usually Hispanic too.
Or Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, no. You remember Mia Khalifa's first big video?
Wasn't it with her in a hijab?
No, it was with her in a hijab. It was like her and her stepmother fucking her boyfriend.
Yeah.
The chick playing her stepmother is a Latina. Let's just put a Latina in a hijab. I'm dead ass. Yeah. Juliana Vega. I shit you not.
I mean, they got April O'Neil to play Jasmine in the new Aladdin parody.
There you go. They're just like, hey, you're slightly brown. Come through.
Okay. For the last story, black market T-Mobile location data tied to spot of a triple murder.
Oh no.
In 2017, 2 bounty hunters and a fugitive died in a chaotic shootout. Shortly after their deaths, someone started tracking one of those bounty hunters' phones. On a hot May evening, 2 plainclothes federal agents walked into a Nissan dealership just off the highway in Greenville, Texas, next to a Splash Kingdom water park. The agents wanted to apprehend a Raymond Hutchinson, who was wanted for failure to appear in court on a first-degree drug charge, and who they suspected would be at the dealership. A family of 5 was in the building, as well as several employees. The owner of the dealership agreed to let the men wait for Hutchinson. The 2 men weren't really federal agents, however. They were Fidel Garcia and Gabriel Bernal, 2 bounty hunters illegally posing as law enforcement. Both worked for FNG Security, a firm that had been given the contract to apprehend Hutchinson. As Hutchinson stood near a desk in one of the dealership's glass-walled offices, the 2 bounty hunters approached, handguns drawn. One of the officers grabbed Hutchinson from behind and attempted to restrain him. Hutchinson pulled a gun from his belt and dropped it onto the desk and reached to grab it. Others ran out of the office in a panic. 20 gunshots were fired in a span of 6 seconds, piercing the walls and shattering windows. All 3 men were hit. A cell phone video of the shooting showed bystanders running from the scene, taking cover behind cars inside the dealership, and a woman screaming as the bullets stopped. When police arrived shortly after, all 3 men were dead.
Oh, shit.
But someone from afar was tracking the hunters. In the hours after the shooting, someone with access to a controversial data system looked up the location or pinged one of the bounty hunter's phones, pinpointing it to the Nissan dealership, according to the data leaked to the motherboard from a company that's solid real-time location data of at&t, T-Mobile, and Sprint customers to bounty hunters. And in the lead up to the incident on the day of the shootings, that same data access was used to repeatedly ping a phone with a Minnesota area code. Hutchinson was on the run from Minnesota, but motherboard could not confirm who the phone belonged to or whether the pings were related to the shootings. That phone was pinged 8 times on that day of the murder, but was also pinged several times days later.
Interesting. Okay.
It is unclear if any phone location data led the bounty hunters to Hutchinson, and naturally, data did not act as an impetus I don't know that word, for murderers themselves. That was due to 3 violent and armed individuals fighting each other during an encounter. The story does, however, show that the phone location data tracking services can be used by individuals who impersonate law enforcement and shoot wildly around innocent civilians, putting them in danger. On top of illegally posing as law enforcement, the F&G security bounty hunters seem to have approached the situation recklessly. They didn't wear bulletproof vests, which were found in their vehicle. Sergeant Adam Phillips, a Greenville Police Office Department spokesman, told reporters at the time of the shooting, quote, "For years, I've warned that protecting personal data isn't just about personal privacy, it's about personal safety." Senator Ron Wyden told Motherboard in a statement, "Location data is falling into the hands of people who are using it in ways that cause real danger to the public. American safety is at risk from shady middlemen and wireless carriers who let anyone with cash in hand track our phones. Americans should be outraged that FCC Chairman Ajit Pai had done nothing to hold the carriers responsible." Oh, he's still around, Ajit Pai?
Yeah.
He's still around.
Our boy Ajit.
Fuck Ajit.
Yeah, fuck Ajit Pai. Shoot the nigga.
Jesus. I mean, he wanted to fuck up everyone's internet experience.
Exactly, let's shoot the nigga.
AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon sold their customers' real-time location data to middleman companies called Wow, I almost fucked that whole word up. Location aggregators. These aggregators then provided access data to a wide range of other parties, including used car salesmen, landlords, low-level law enforcement without a warrant, and, as Motherboard revealed, bounty hunters. In the Texas case, the data of the bounty hunter's phone first trickled down from a telecommunications company acquired by T-Mobile, according to a screenshot of the phone ping obtained by Motherboard. Then, the data moved through a location aggregator called Location Smart. From there, Location Smart sold that access to SirCare One, a company that operated in secrecy and which told its clients to not even reveal the company's existence.
Damn.
That's shady as fuck. SirCare One had around 250... Yeah. SirCare One had around 250 bounty hunter and bail bondsman clients of real-time location data, according to previously leaked SirCare One documents. SirCare One didn't only have access to cell phone tower location information, which can pinpoint a device to a range of a few blocks, but also precise assisted GPS or AGPS data, which is so accurate it can locate someone's position made inside a building. The screenshot of the SirCare One system in action displays the phone's GPS coordinates as well as its approximate location on a Google Maps interface, the time of the geolocation attempt, and the phone number pinged. According to online records, the phone number belongs to F&G Security, the firm the 2 bounty hunters worked for, and the coordinates put the phone just outside the Nissan dealership. Okay, that's just a weird ad in the between of this. SirCare One worked by giving users an account they could load with credit to then ping phones. The account used to locate the bounty hunter's phone was registered to a Dan Grable of Nova Technologies, according to another leaked document. Nova Technologies is a firm offering telecommunication services, such as phones for businesses and internet connectivity. Grable had an administrator-level account for SirCare One, another document shows. The source who provided the SirCare One documents believes Grable may not have been the only person to be using that account. Grabble's account had been used to locate phones over 4,500 times across several years, according to a list of located phone numbers. According to a copy of SareCare 1's terms, conditions obtained by Motherboard, customers were supposed to only connect to the service from up to 2 predetermined IP addresses. Quote, the subscriber is aware and agrees to supply to SareCare1.com a maximum of 2 IP addresses, from which access to SareCare1.com will be limited to further ensure privacy and limited access and attest that said IP addresses belong to that subscriber. The terms and conditions read. The Motherboard found at least 2 IP addresses used by Grabble's account to connect to the SareCare 1 service, which are included in the leaked documents and are associated with Nova Technology domains. But other pings come from more IP addresses from around the world, including various internet service providers and locations in the United States, and servers in Israel and Lithuania, according to online records. In other words, the use was not being limited to only 2 IP addresses. Yeah, fucking obviously, if it's going around the world.
Yeah.
I think he was reselling it, the source who is intimately familiar with the phone pinging underground, said of Grabble. Quote, there's 110 pages and he's pinging the same damn number all the time. I think that's going to be his number, a test number. Grabble did not respond to email requests for comment or voicemails. Various parties have filed multiple lawsuits related to the shooting. The McIver family, the mother, father, and 3 children, have sued the Nissan dealership. F&G Security and Investigations? You good? Pat?
What?
Oh, I heard rustling, so I was like,
No.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. F&G Security and Investigations and U.S. Fugitive Recovery and Extradition, the company that hired F&G, the lawsuit describes the bounty hunters as incompetent and or reckless. Quote, had any of the defendants informed the McIver family of Raymond Michael Hutchinson's presence or defendant intends to apprehend Raymond Michael Hutchinson, the McIver family would not have come to the dealership or remain on the premises. A filing from the McIver lawsuit reads. If these recovery agents had lived, they would have lost their license and most likely would have done some federal time for impersonating a federal agent. Valerie McGilvery, a skip tracer who bought phone location data in the past, told Motherboard. A skip tracer is someone who finds out where people, often those who owe a lot of debt or are fugitive, are located. After Motherboard reported about the sale of the real-time AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint phone location data to bounty hunters in January, each telecom said they were stopping the sale of such data to all third parties. You know, because they should have been doing that in the first place anyway.
Yeah, right.
A T-Mobile spokesperson said that they had nothing to add about the Texas shooting incident, but wrote in an email that as of February 8th, 2019, a T-Mobile terminated all service provider access to location data under the program, and T-Mobile's location-based services contracts with the location aggregators officially ended on March 9th. The FCC, which is conducting an investigation into the sale of the phone location data, did not respond for a request for comment. As Motherboard previously reported, multiple FCC commissioners said the agency is withholding information from them about the status of that investigation. Quote,
Damn, nigga, you okay?
A little bit. What I'm hearing, as described in this reporting, is concerning. This story continues a thread of troubling actions by a number of entities throughout the pay-to-track ecosystem. If true, this again points to the alarming public safety implications for making geolocation data available for purchase. It is long past time that the FCC complete any investigations and hold all wrongdoers accountable, FCC Commissioner Jeffrey Starks said in a statement. FCC Commissioner Jessica Rosen Warsaw said in a statement, the facts surrounding the sale of a real-time location data keeps getting worse. For just a few $100s, bounty hunters were able to access the location of wireless customers with chilling results. Meanwhile, it has been more than a year since the first press report has emerged indicating that our wireless location data has been up for sale. But the FCC has done nothing more than suggest it has an investigation. What is the agency hiding? It is time for the FCC to be upfront and about just what is going on and hold those who violated the law responsible. And that's the end.
The end.
Yee.
Yeah.
Surprised someone that works for the FCC is calling out the place that she works for.
I mean, hey, you gotta hold your shit accountable. I
mean,
feel that.
And they're just like, hey, Jessica, you're fired.
Bruh.
But, yeah, so what you think? Crime.
Yeah, no, that's, damn, like, the fact that it's so easy to get info is pretty wild.
I mean, with money, you can get almost anything.
True that.
So, don't trust your service providers. Don't trust China. Don't trust doctors trying to make people with speech problems talk with their thoughts.
I mean, I'll trust those guys.
And don't trust those 30 plus rules to teach your son.
I mean, hey, a lot of those that wasn't as trash as I thought it'd be, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of lost faith when I read like the first few, and I was like, hold on.
Yeah, some of these are actually kind of, yeah, okay.
Never shake a man's hand when he's sitting down.
All right, buddy. Okay. I mean, I shook someone's hand today in the back of a car. So, like, was I supposed to get out of the car and then shake the nigga's hand? Like,
both of you are supposed to get out of the car and then you shake his penis. And by shaking his penis, I mean give him a good old handy.
I will do no such thing, sir.
Yeah, you will.
There'll be no penis shaking in my house.
Welcome to my house. Baby, we shake penises.
Get out.
Oh.
Please kill yourself and end the episode.
Okay. Hold on, where's this? I gotta...
Come on.
I gotta find...
Hurry up about it. Let's go.
I gotta find... No, that's my camera. I could use it as a noose, but that would take too long. And oh shit! Here's my revolver. Hold on. I gotta reload this shit.
Oh boy, you're gonna do a sound effect, isn't he?
No,
oh boy.
No, I'm gonna actually shoot myself.
Yeah, he's doing sound effects, guys.
Oh
boy. So proud of those sound effects. Here he comes.
I had to blue ball
there
myself for a second. Hold on, I want to die with blue balls real quick. It's my kink. Hold on.
All right then.
Right, hold on.
Yeah, you do you.
Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Okay, now I just gotta.